Hello friends and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining me today. We are working our Whip It Wednesday, which of course is our Merry Christmas. It's an Ava and Aria pattern that came out of the 2024 Bella Rose Advent box. So I'm hoping we get 2 rows done today. We are doing row 5 and hopefully row 6. Hopefully. I should be able to. I'm thinking I can. I have my instructions right here with me. They both look pretty straightforward. Very quick sewing, I think. So the first thing I'm going to do is get started on assembling my rows. And I may just start putting them together. So I have my side, I don't know what to call them, my background pieces here. And I am going to work, well for y'all it's going to be this way. I'm going to work from left to right of my row. And when I get to a row that needs to be assembled, I will assemble it. And guys, we have a storm on us. It just started raining again here. Whoops. I just realized something is, I need to raise my needle up. Not my needle, I need to put my needle down. I need to raise my foot up. I am using a dual control foot or a D foot. And it needs that dual control down on the back. Because if it's not down, it will go corkscrewy all the way. But friends, how are y'all doing? We have been watching the weather all day where I work. And nothing really transpired while I was at work. But once I got home, it had already started sprinkling. So I know what that means when it does that. It means it's going to hit us in the night, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm just so happy. It is down it got up in the 70s today, but we are having 60-degree days, and I like that. I really like that. So now what I am doing is assembling the first 2 of an up and down row here, and then I will assemble the next 2 of the next up and down row. I have 2 rows that go up and down. Let's see, this one. Oh, I pulled way too many of these out. I pulled out all the blocks I needed, and I pulled too many out there. So this one is going to have the ornament on it. But I'm really excited to be getting so close to done on this clue. After I do row 6, we will start assembling the tree. So this is going to be our next side unit. See, this is literally how fast it is. I'm already putting my side units together here with my background fabric. Now, I do still need to do one more square on my up and down rows, so I will do that. Guys, there's a lot of news I need to be telling y'all. Okay, we got an email from Creative Notions that they are going to combine their October and December boxes, and we should be getting them the beginning of December. You know, that's if everything goes as planned. We should be getting them the beginning of December. I think that's what they said. I'm pretty certain that's what they said. So we won't be getting a Creative Notions box this month. But I have seen that some people are already getting their Missouri Star quilt box. So if that is not fabulous, I don't know what is. I checked mine today and it has not shipped. I normally get mine right around Halloween. I always remember that day as a sad day. That was when my son shared the news with me that he was being deployed overseas, and he had a 3-month, well, he had a baby. And she was only 2 months old, and he deployed less than a month after this. But he is now home with his little old girl, and she's 2 years old. She a handful. Okay. So I have both of my rows done now. So what I need to do is sew them together, but you do need to press these before you sew the 2 rows together. It's getting a little harder out there. So now I have these 2 pressed, so I am going to nest their seams, trying to see which way I want to do it. It's going to have to be this way, and that is, wait, yep, that's what's got to go together. I had to make sure it wasn't the white that was going together. It's the green. I came home and I took my nap again today. That has just become a thing. We're going to make sure our 2 half square triangles nest here. They don't really nest, the seams just line up. And what I do is I put a pin right in that seam. But it is raining good out there, and my kitty cats are still out there. They're probably not happy with me right now, but they'll be okay. I may take a break and run out there. Not even a break. I don't need a break. I just got in here. I need to go get my kitty cats in. I'm going to run and grab them after I finish this row. Because I know my little Oscar, he is probably having him a fit. Alrighty, here is our middle set of blocks. So what we need to do is find our blocks that go, this is going to be the right side, and this is going to be the left side. I will need to, I don't know if these are going to nest. They may not. I hope they do. It looks like they are. Okay. So now we're putting our left side on. I was able to get my little Oscar in. I called him one time and he come jumping out of them woods coming to the house. He does not like the rain. He's probably going to be looking for a heat air vent, and I don't have a heat air vent. We don't cut our heat on here until it hits about 40 outside, because it stays nice and warm in here. All we have to do is just cut off the AC. But we are still running the AC right now. It's, when I was on my way home, it was actually over 70. But when I looked just a tad bit before coming in here, it was showing 65. Which I'll take that. I love 65. That's a good temp for me. But sometimes it still gets a little warm in the house at 65. You know, if it's 65 outside, it still gets a little warm in the house. But, guys, I may even try to do a row or assemble a row or two together tonight. You know, when I mean assembled, I don't mean making my row. I mean assembling the rows together to make the tree. Maybe assembling our tree. Okay, now all of these go upward, so I am going to have to line up those seams and put a pin right in that seam. We are going to get, this is almost this whole row completed already. And this is quick, guys. I think the closer you get to the end of doing your rows, the quicker it gets because you don't have as many squares that you have to assemble. Oh, it is coming down out there now. We lose power, them light bulbs may come in handy. Okay, I am going to press this and we will see row 5. This is row 5. Okay, friends, row 5 is completed. So now this is row 6. All this is our star top. So we only have 3 pieces to put together for our star top. And I got a kitty cat that's trying to say hello. He's telling me he's so happy I got him in because it was raining. Oh, it was raining. Yeah, it was. You want up here? He wants loves. He's traumatized. He wants loves. So now I'm starting row 6. All row 6 is one of our stars that we made and 2 background pieces. That's all it is. So got that background piece put on. So it looks like we may at least be able to put 2 rows together to our tree. And I don't know if there is a direction. I don't know if I need to go from top to bottom, bottom to top. I don't guess it really matters, because as long as I put my tree together. So what I may do is take these 2 rows here and assemble them. I'm pretty certain this is my very top 2 rows. Yeah, we are getting close to this one being done as well. I know this is clue 8. And then we only have 4 clues after that, which should go by pretty quick. I think each clue has a letter and then a block or 2 to assemble. So now I have our pinwheel row done. And I am going to put these 2 pieces together that I've just done here. Let me see where they're supposed to come together, because that will tell me. It looks like my pinwheel needs to be flipped. I want these to nest. Definitely nest. And to get that to happen, I just need to flip that pinwheel. It doesn't matter which way it goes because it's the same either way. So I'm pinning that one and making sure the center piece nests right here. We've got a center seam also that's nesting. Yeah, I have to keep looking down here to make sure I don't roll over my kitty cat. He gets right under my feet. He is a very needy cat. And I think I realized the other day I wasn't necessarily rolling over his tail. Because at one point I had stepped and his paw was there. And I got his paw. And he has stepped me then. He has not realized the sewing room is a dangerous room for him. He just wants to be in here with me. And he is definitely a one-person cat. The only time he goes to my husband is to see if he'll let him in here with me. Or if he has treats. He's all about the treat person too. He wants them treats. I have some threads all over the place here. Okay, so now we're up to where we have some nested seams. It's got a pin in it, so I can take that pin out now. You guys, I'm trying to not think about all these boxes that are about to start flowing in here. All of our Advents and 12 days of Christmas, and I am so excited about them because I've got several this year that of course, you know, this is only my 3rd year at Christmas time to be quilting, and I'm just now kind of learning about some of these other boxes. I have a few that I'd never heard of, and I'm going to try them. I'm so excited to be starting Christmas, well, I'm not going to say projects because I've been working Christmas quilts all year, but these are going to be dedicated Christmas projects. Okay, so that is the first 2 rows of our Merry Christmas quilt. So let's see what is our 3rd row. And I'm going from top to bottom. I'm not going bottom to top. I think this one is row 4. I'll have to open it and look. It only has 2. Yes, this is our row 4. By the end here, so this way I can see if anything needs to be nesting. This needs to nest because I don't want any of my nested seams to be, or seams that need to come together at a point to make a crisscross or a plus sign. I want to make sure those all nest real nicely. Okay, this one doesn't go the right direction that it needs to go, but I just think I may make it. I think I'm just going to make it go the direction it needs to go. This way, when I get my top rows done, I can hang it up here and y'all can see it. Okay, so all the nested seams I have got pinned together. So now all I have to do is put these end to ends and get it under that needle. This is going to look like a lot has been done in just a short amount of time once I get these rows assembled together. Because this will be probably it'll be the center part of the quilt. Which of course is the largest part of this quilt, is the Christmas tree. I love to hear the rain like it is right now. It's not thundering and loud and scary. It just sounds like a rain. And I have a tin roof on my back porch. So you know that sounds good. And my back porch is right out this window to my right, to your left. If I was looking out the window, it would be to my left. But when we got this house and we had our porch added on to it, that was the first thing I said. It has to have tin, because they wanted to put other things on it. And I'm like, no, it has to be tin. Because they're like, well, you sure you don't want it to match your roof? I'm like, my roof is going to match this before long. Because we ended up putting a metal roof on. And thank goodness we did. We had a hurricane come through, and a lot of people in our area lost shingles off of their roof, and we didn't have anything. There were some metal roofs that were rolled up, but I told them put the heaviest gauge on my roof as I could afford, really, which I just told them what I had, and they said, okay, we can do this, and that's what they did. They put a pretty heavy, my husband said it's pretty heavy, so I guess it's heavy. I don't know. I don't know the difference between any of that stuff. But I have a friend that at the time, her and her husband did metal siding. And I was telling her about it, and she told me it was it was thicker than most people would get. And I'm like, well, I live in Louisiana. I want something that's not going to move. And she lived in Mississippi at that time. And where she lived, they was always having hurricanes come up through that direction. So I figured she would know. So it looks like I'm going to have at least my top 3 rows of my tree done before I call it a day. I'm going to call it a day early, guys, because with this weather, I don't know what's going to happen. And I hear thunder rolling in now. I know when I looked outside earlier, it was doing a good bit of lightning, but it was nothing. The lightning is way up in the sky right now. It's like going across the top of the sky. It's not coming down to the ground. But be my luck, being that I just said that, it'll come strike my sewing machine. Okay, do I want to try to do another row on there? I can easily do these rows, like, off camera, you know, now that I've got these. Let's see. Oh, at the end of Clue 8, it says, congratulations, you have now completed all of the Clue 8 blocks. Yeah, we need a party after Clue 8, yeah. Is that not looking like a Christmas tree? I'm really liking this Christmas tree. So, friends, I'm going to go on and cut it short here because of the weather. You may not be able to hear it, but I can hear it really well out here. I hear rumbling and all going on now. So, I do want to get off of here. And I've got a kitty cat that's getting concerned. He hears the rumbling too, and he does not like, he's scared. He's a scaredy cat. You want up here? You want to tell everyone hello? He's like, no, Mama, I just want petting. But thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. We have had a fabulous week, and it is only, well, for me, it's only Tuesday, and it's Wednesday for you guys. But we have already had a really, really good week. Made a lot of progress on some things that I will be showing y'all. Those will all come in next week's updates. So y'all be ready for it. I'm trying to do a lot of sewing this week and over this upcoming weekend, because next weekend, the first weekend in November, I will have my grandbaby. It's from Thursday night to Sunday. So I may just go in drive her home on Saturday evening, stay the night, and then come back home on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's such a long drive, but I will be excited. I want to spend some time with my son too. I really do. I want some time with my son. It would be nice to have some time with my daughter-in-law too. I don't ever get to see him, so I may do that. So I may be out of pocket next weekend. So I want to get you guys a video for every day, which means some days I'm doubling up. I'm doing 2 hours of sewing, but not tonight, not with this weather. So friends, thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye guys.